Please prepare, as a powerful storm is about to hit all lower 48 states next week, bringing snowfall and heavy rain. Updates confirming this in the last 24 hours. I'm going to be sharing this with you as we heard this coming out yesterday. A first report had come out and now confirmation coming out just this morning to prepare, as it is likely going to be hitting all 48 states. It's going to be a major, powerful storm that's being reported. I'm going to give you the latest coming out from Fox Forecast Center. Now, as always, I cite all the sources. They're linked in the description. I'm going to be reading for you the latest so that way you know exactly what to prepare for, as they're saying different parts of the nation are going to be hit pretty heavily by this. And they're saying the polar vortex that we had back in January was a pretty significant storm, but they're saying prepare yourselves as another one is coming, as 2024 is shaping up to be a very just eventful year. Absolutely incredible with the polar vortex. We've had earthquakes that have hit. Now we've got all of the conflict going on with cyber attacks and potential warnings. Yesterday, if you missed the video, we had a new balloon that the U.S. military is tracking, and it is just absolutely incredible. More warnings coming out from the FBI of potential strikes and attacks. And also just the other day, cell phones going out all over, starting with AT&T users in the United States and then spreading to several other ones as well. And we received a word from AT&T saying that they are confirming, they're saying that this is not a cyber attack. However, at the same time, we've also received words that there have been cyber attacks in the past for AT&T, and they have not shared it with others. So they've said at this time, even if it was, it is very unlikely that they're going to be giving us accurate information regarding this. So let me share with you, though, what is coming out is 2024 has been an absolutely incredible year, and now we're hearing more warnings about a powerful storm coming, and this is going to be starting on the West Coast, making its way through the East Coast. I'm going to give you the details, and they're saying that California, you can expect to get hit as early as tomorrow, Sunday. And we've already seen a state of an emergency announced by Gavin Newsom for the state of California, as they have been hit with a atmospheric river, we've heard. Well, they're saying that it is not done. There is more on the way. So I'm going to share with you the latest. And again, do me a favor. I see we've got 838 people live with me in the room. If you appreciate the updates, don't forget to take a quick second, smash the like button for me. Helps spread this out further on YouTube. Just helps out the channel a ton. Just that small little gesture. Thank you so much. If you appreciate the updates, I appreciate the support. Also, to stay up to date on everything going on with our world right now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. And also, a lot of people asking about the emergency medical kits that I have a team working on. It is pinned in the comments. If you are interested, your ultimate emergency medication kit, it is at lifesavervault.com. For those that want to have extra medications just in case we have more issues, as we had just a couple days ago, a confirmed nationwide cyber attack that has taken down pharmacies. There are delays. There are issues going on right now. They're trying to get things back on track. If you are somebody that needs medications, this could be something to look into. And there's all of those provided, various kits for you as well. Henry Brown, thank you for the $2 super chat. He said, is Southern California affected by the polar vortex? So the polar vortex that happened in January, Henry, California was not hit nearly as much as the rest of the nation, which had freezes. What I'm going to be covering for you will be hitting California. The reports coming out in the last 24 hours of what is to come. And they're saying, prepare now, especially if you're on the West Coast. This is going to be over the course of the next week, making its way from the West all the way across to the East. So this is linked in the description below, and let me cover this for you. As it says, the Fox Forecast Center is tracking a potentially dangerous storm system that's expected to impact most, if not all, of the lower 48 states next week, with some form of precipitation, including the potential for severe weather, heavy mountain snow, and rain. The action kicks off Sunday, so tomorrow, in the western United States, and will eventually push its way across the country, where it will finally impact the East Coast on Thursday. So these events will hit 48 states across the United States starting tomorrow and over the course of the next 5 days into Thursday. We've got some energy, believe it or not, is way up north from the Aleutian Islands, this chain in Alaska, said Fox Weather meteorologist Bob Van Dillen. But by next week, it is going to dive right down the coast of Canada into the Pacific Northwest, ultimately turning into a low-pressure region that will be north of the Rockies. The Fox Forecast Center said that the storm will be colder, which will cause snow levels to drop and allow snowfall to pile up across the western mountain chains in the United States. So again, this is going to be as of tomorrow for those of you on the West Coast. This is especially beneficial for the Northwest and will be the most significant storm since January. So we had that polar vortex that hit in January. They're saying this is going to be the most aggressive storm since that one. The snowpack there is hovering around 50% of the average. So the snow is expected from this storm could have that as a boost. MX Trend Suspension, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Thank you for all your content. You are very welcome. I will continue to keep you up to date. Now, the article says that more rain is also expected in California. And again, this is starting as of tomorrow. And although the rain amounts are expected to be much lower than that the state just experienced from the multi-day atmospheric river storm that passed last week. So we know California has been getting hit with severe rains. They're saying it's not done. There's more on the way, but it's not, hopefully it's not going to be as heavy as they have been experiencing. There will be a threat, though, of additional landslides in California and mudslides because of the ground that is so saturated at this time that will be hit yet again. The Fox Forecast Center said that high winds are also expected across the interior west behind some of the cold fronts moving through the region on Monday and Tuesday. So again, the West Coast is going to hit by this first, and they're saying by Thursday it will have made its way across the nation. All 48 states will have been hit. Thursday, it will officially hit the East Coast. That will set the stage for the possibility of the development of severe thunderstorms on Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, those in the vicinity of Chicago, St. Louis, they are at risk for severe weather on Tuesday. So, as I mentioned, I'm going through the timelines of where the different areas will likely get hit. So tomorrow, as early as tomorrow, Sunday, or into Monday, West Coast and the western part of the United States. Tuesday, Chicago, St. Louis, at risk for severe weather. NOAA's Storm Prediction Center, the SPC, has already highlighted areas of concern on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week that have the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms to develop. Now, the end of February is usually where we have a better chance of seeing an atmospheric setup that would produce a lot of severe weather. The Fox weather meteorologist Britta Merwin said. So the timing, not all that shocking. We'll see how things hash out for the next week, they said. And I'm taking a look here at the map. I can see it. It says severe storm threat for the Mississippi Valley on Tuesday. And it says it is extremely likely or very likely, highly likely for the areas that include cities such as Chicago, Indianapolis, St. Louis, Pudak, Springfield, Little Rock, Texarkana, Oklahoma City, and then areas where it is possible, but not as high likely, but very possible, Kansas City, Des Moines, Milwaukee. More than 21 million people have been placed under a level 2 out of 5 on the SPC's 5-point severe thunderstorm risk scale. And again, that is for Tuesday for those central northeastern areas. Thank you so much, Chantel Castello, for the $20 super chat. Thank you for your generosity and your support. I appreciate that a ton. Thank you for all that you do. By the way, you keep glitching off and on, laughing out loud. Oh, no, I am sorry to hear that. I'll have to check my internet connection. I think my son is playing video games. I might be competing with him for the internet connection. So maybe next time I'll have to make sure that we're not on at the same time. Let's see here. Reading on, it says severe storm threat for the South. Now, this is Wednesday. So, again, Sunday to Monday, West Coast, you're going to be getting hit. Tuesday, it's going to be the northeast central areas. And then for the South, Wednesday, you will likely be hit. And here's the information regarding that. Those very likely to be hit or likely to be hit include those in Cincinnati, Louisville, Pudak again, Nashville, Hazard, Knoxville, Huntsville, Memphis, Tennessee, Little Rock, Greenswood, Shreveport, Louisiana, Jackson, Mississippi, Hattiesburg, Montgomery, Birmingham, Alabama, Huntsville, and Atlanta, Georgia. It says Wednesday severe weather risk shifts to Indianapolis, Columbus, and Nashville. So it's going to make its way across the U.S. and hit there on Wednesday. Rain is expected in California again, and although the rain amounts are expected to be much lower than what the state had just experienced from the multi-day atmospheric river storm this past week, they're saying it is a potential for mudslides due to the saturation currently in the soil. So please be careful starting tomorrow in California. More than 21 million people from Chicago to Aurora in Illinois through St. Louis, Missouri, in the Midwest, and into Little Rock, Arkansas, and Tulsa in Oklahoma, they have been placed under the level 2 out of 5 on the SPC's 5-point severe storm risk scale. Now, Wednesday severe weather risks shift to Indianapolis, Columbus, Nashville. I covered the list for you, but the article reads that the severe weather threat shifts and expands by Wednesday and includes more than 30 million people from Mississippi Valley to the southeast into the Ohio Valley. The SPC has placed cities such as Indianapolis, Columbus, Ohio, Nashville, Tennessee, St. Louis at the level 2 of 5 risk for Wednesday. When we have these Day 4, Day 5 outlooks through the Storm Prediction Center, they usually end up getting a little more aggressive with their language as we get closer. So they're saying anticipate that this actually could intensify. And this is a setup that we've been talking about behind the scenes for a little bit now, for a little bit of time. And as the cross-country storm continues to move off to the east, there could be another area of concern of severe weather, but the SPC hasn't issued such an outlook as of Thursday. So the system will then reach the East Coast by late this week. And by that time, the Fox Forecast Center said that most, if not all, of the lower 48 states will have seen some form of precipitation from the storm system that is going to hit essentially the entire contiguous United States, all 48 states. So that is the timeline. So again, just to recap, for those of you hopping on a little bit later, I see we've got 1,122 people on with me live. And do me a favor, if you haven't done so yet, please hit the like button. Just help support the channel, spread this out even further, and subscribe to stay up to date. Just to recap, this storm is going to be hitting as soon as tomorrow, Sunday. The West Coast can expect severe rains. They're saying not nearly as bad as the atmospheric river that just hit, but they're saying that expect a lot more and to be on the lookout for potential mudslides as the soils are extremely saturated. Now, in addition to that, it's going to make its way across Tuesday. It should be hitting the central United States, areas like Chicago, Kansas City. All of those in the northeastern central locations can expect to get hit with heavy rain, and they're saying potentially even snow could come. The South will then be hit Wednesday. So us here in Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Alabama, Georgia, all of us will get hit on Wednesday, and then into Thursday, it will be hit on the East Coast. We can expect this to hit essentially all 48 states. And as I mentioned, these updates coming out on the severe weather storm that's going to be coming came out yesterday, and I'm seeing updates now confirming it today. And this is going to be linked in the description below. I'm referencing the article that came out yesterday, but I'm seeing confirmation on these coming out today, and they're saying it's going to be an aggressive storm. And this will be the most aggressive one that we have seen that's hitting nationwide since January, the polar vortex. So just one after the other. It seems like we're averaging one major storm a month. In addition to that, cyber attacks and earthquakes and everything else that is going on. But I will keep you guys up to date on everything, including cell phone outages and a cyber attack that has hit pharmacies across the nation. They're officially down, and they're trying to get things back going. And again, if you are interested, pinned in the comments for you is your ultimate emergency medication kit. I've worked with a team of physicians, doctors. They are putting this together, and you can go ahead and check it out, see if it's something that you're interested in to have additional medications. So that way you're not trying to rely on pharmacies in case we are in a crisis. So again, making that available, and also additional resources for the power grid outages, totally free, linked in the description and the newsletter as well. So just keeping you guys up to date on everything. Stay safe out there. Please prepare, make preparations. If you got hit heavily by the last one, the polar vortex that hit, take into consideration that they're saying now reports coming out confirming that there is one on the way. But we will see. Hopefully it is not as significant as they're starting to warn of. But in the report, they're saying that typically when they see this time of the year, that it will ramp up as we get closer and the warnings will grow. But I will keep you guys up to date. Again, hopefully no major issues will come of it. Everyone can stay safe, but make preparations just in case. Better be prepared than to be caught off guard. Yes, so I see people saying that they're getting ready. I'm scared and prepared, says Taco Cat. No need to be scared. Just be prepared. Be ready. Plan for the worst, but hope for the best. And like I said, I will keep you guys up to date on this. This is linked in the description as well if you'd like to see it. They've got charts and maps and everything of all the areas. They even have maps of each and every day of where you can expect these to hit, who will get hit the hardest. So again, I'll keep you guys up to speed on everything. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe to stay up to date. Hope that you and the family have a blessed Saturday, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.